Hello and welcome, Diecast race fans, to the qualifying round of the Racing Champions Cup Series, presented by Bay City Diecast Racing. My name is Daryl, and I'll be your host. Bay City Speedway will be the host to both the qualifying event and the first leg of this amazing series, which will travel from here to the Amigos DCR, Commotion Diecast, and finally to Low Country Diecast Racing. 46 drivers entered and were qualified in random order with a minimum of 2 runs each on both the inside and outside lanes, and the top 16 drivers only will advance to the Cup Series. So without further ado, let's get started. First up in the Johnsonville number 84 car, driving for Vapor Racing Treetops Raceway Park, it's Dangerous Dawn. Dawn is coming in at 49 grams, and it's not her first trip to Bay City. She also has a car in the Dynasty of Dodge tournament that's still going on. And she'll come in at a 9.978, a nice sub 10 second time right there out of the gate. Next up in the Kodak number 4 car, driving for Voxer Racing, it's Voxer. Voxer is new to Bay City, but we're lucky to have him as he'll cross the line with a 10.426. Driving in the Penske number 2 car for Aces High Racing, it's Spy Dude. What a beautiful casting this is, inspired by the Rusty Wallace car. And Spy Dude will cross the line with a disappointing 12.917, and that's likely the highest we'll see Spy Dude on this leaderboard. Next up, driving in the number 93 car, sponsored by Willie Make It Diecast, it's Willie Make It. Just a beautiful job with this casting right here by Willie. Likely not a time Willie will be happy with as he crosses the line with a snail-like 13.972. Driving in the City Chevrolet 46 car for Team DRT3K, it's Sam Hall. Sam has had success here at Bay City in the past in both the DFD and the original Grudge races, as he's flying down this track, and he'll turn in a great time of 9.571, good enough for the top spot for now. Next to the start gate, driving the 77 car for Golden Owl Tattoo, it's Gray Wizard. Wizard is no stranger to this track, so I expect something pretty competitive here as he'll come down around turn 7 to the Bay City Bridge and grab a quick time of 9.699, good enough for the 2 spot. And now we welcome the X-Side number 99 car, driven by Piggy Too Little from Monster Motorsports. This is Piggy's first trip to Bay City, but certainly not the last. And Piggy Too Little will cross the line with a 10.898. Let's see if that'll hold up. Also making his Bay City debut, driving the number 2 Ford Motorsports sponsored car for Two Sinister Racing, it's Deuce. As many of you know, Deuce is a Filippiac, so this car literally cannot go slow. And just like that, Deuce fittingly grabs the number 2 spot with an impressive 9.651. And now let's hear a quick word from our sponsor.
Hey y'all, old RB here. You looking for cars? Well, we got some cars. If you're looking for parts, I tell you, we got lots of parts. Even if you're looking for houses, heck, we got this one out back, and I sell to you cheap. So whatever you looking for, you get yourself on down to RB Salvage. Yep, we're right over on Route 136 up in Rust Belt. If you can, hang a tick there. What? Oh yeah, we got that out back.
Welcome back. Next up, we have the number 89 Evinrude car from Spirit of 64 Diecast Racing. It's Dusty Oldford. Team Spirit of 64 are crafty veterans here at Bay City, with teammate Scooter Roundwell currently in the Dynasty of Dodge. But things don't look great for Dusty Oldford here as she'll come to a stop on her first attempt. And that'll about do it for Dusty's time here at Bay City. Good looking car though. Best of luck over at M&M. Driving the number 10 Nesquik car from Team ND Racing, it's a pleasure to welcome Diecast veteran Nick Devers. Devers comes in at 49 grams and always delivers a competitive car. And Nick Devers will come in with a 10.583. Next up in the number 90 Beauty Rest car, driving for Darn Quick 2021 Father-Son Diecast, it's Curtis Lombard. Curtis weighs in at 48 grams and also has a car currently running in the Dynasty of Dodge. And Curtis will be disappointed in this showing as he comes across with a 12.110. New to Bay City, driving the number 8 Black North sponsored car for Black North Diecast Racing, please welcome Gary Ardo Camardo. Ardo weighs in at 48 grams and apparently thinks it's Sunday. And wow, I think that's a new record. Congratulations to Gary Ardo Camardo, your new slow lap record holder of 18.552. Usually a car that slow doesn't make it to the bottom. Driving from Mac Racing in this McDonald's number 94, it's Mopar Mac. Mac also with a car in the Dynasty of Dodge, off to a quick start. Can he keep up this pace as he crosses the line with a time of 9.485? Good enough for the top spot for now. From Lily's Boneyard, weighing in at the max of 50 grams, driving in K9 Combat, please welcome Lily the dog. Lily in that military-themed casting is no stranger to this track, and it's showing as she'll hit the line with a 9.356. And that gives Mopar Mac the track record of shortest time on top of the leaderboard. Next up is one of a few number 3 cars in this event, sponsored by Titty City, and driving for RTR Racing, it's Adam Strickland. Hopefully Adam's gotten a few tips from his teammate Mike Mays. And not too bad here as Adam Strickland will post a respectable time of 10.583, good enough for 9th for now. Driving in Fishnap in the near blacked out 04 car sponsored by MOB. Weighing in at 50 grams, it's Luca Brasi. Brasi making his way down the track hopes to make an impression in this star-studded event, and he'll cross the line with a time of 11.009. And here comes the party. Driving in the number 21 Mr. Pibb sponsored car for Commotion Diecast, it's Dalevis Jenkins Jr. Woo, look at Dalevis go. And Jenkins Jr. sets the pace for the Commotion team as he comes in at a 9.4 flat. Good enough for the 2 spot.
Hey y'all, it's RB again with another great car deal. This here pickup, she might need a little spit shine, but I tell you what, she'll run just fine. So get on down Route 136 in Roseville.
Welcome back, folks. Next up, we have the patriotic number 16 Prime Star car driven by rookie Hans Bubba Gruber with Mozzie Motor Craftwork. And wow, Bubba Gruber not messing around here as he shoots across the line in 9.164 seconds to oust Lily the dog almost as fast as she got there. Also in the patriotic mood, the M&M sponsored 36 car, driving for Herbie's Hot Wheels Skunk Works, it's Ken Schrader. Schrader weighs in at 49 grams. And Kenny Schrader will pick up a time of 10.943, which will be good enough for 13th for now. The 28 car and also a co-host of this Racing Champions Cup Series, sponsored by Energizer, from FPD Racing, it's Thomas Filipiak. There's no question that this car is going to be fast based on the builder, but let's see just how fast. And Thomas Filipiak will speed his way to a time of 9.570, and that'll slide him into the top 5 for now. And now our sponsor, in the number 136 RB salvage car from Rust Belt Diecast Racing, it's Cupcake. For you guys at home, this car is uglier in person. Interestingly enough, Cupcake is the second cousin once removed of DMD legend Beach Bum. And similar to his cousin, Cupcake will come in around the middle of the pack with a time of 10.539. The Exxon 51 car, driven by Rowdy Burns with Fat Hand Racing, will be up next. Sharp-looking car you may also remember from the movie Days of Thunder. And Rowdy Burns will slide into that 14th spot with a time of 10.674. Next up, driving in Slingshot Engaged, the number 26 Wonder Bread car from Arlo Racing. It's Arlo. Arlo is no stranger to Bay City either. Let's see if he can use that experience to his advantage. And Arlo will cruise across the line with a time of 10.449, good enough for the top 16 for now. From Cash Money Boys, it's the self-sponsored number 22 car, weighing in at 49 grams. It's Elliot Asher. Elliot currently has a car in the DFD that's doing quite well. Let's see if that experience pays off here. And Elliot Asher will check into the top 16 with a sub 10-second time of 9.699, tying him with the Wizard for the 8th spot. This beaut right here in the 29 WCW wrestling car from 843 Racing. Please welcome to Bay City, Remy 12 Gauge. Remy is also a Filipiak, so let's see if speed runs in the genes. And I would say so, as Remy 12 Gauge grabs the 1 seed for now with a damn near sub 9-second run of 9.077. Our second car from the MOB Racing team, in the not creepy at all number 1 car, aptly named Murdered Out, weighing in at 45 grams, it's Babyface Nelson. And Babyface Nelson will limp across the line and claim a time of 11.325.
Hey y'all, it's RB again. Normally we only deal into domestic vehicles, but this here Toyota's just too good to pass up. So get on down Route 136 in Rust Belt and scoop her out.
Well, those just kind of sneak up on you, don't they? Welcome back, y'all. Next up, we've got our second number 4 Kodak car, this time from Road Rage Racing. It's Ernie Irvin. And Irvin will come real close to that sub 10 time with a 10.113. Still good enough for the top 16 for now. Next up, driving in the number 6 Red Devil Enamels car for Vapor Racing Treetops Raceway Park. There's nothing sneaky about him. It's Sneaky Bob. Bob, a wily diecast veteran in his second trip to Bay City, will claim a quick time of 9.570. From Commotion Diecast in the number 3 Good Wrench car, weighing in at 50 grams, it's Chet Hell Chick. And this run is not going quite as planned, but this car was given plenty of chances, and this run of 12.088, believe it or not, was his best. Next up in the number 9 car, sponsored by Melling, driving for Uncle Elvis Racing, it's Clyde. Uncle Elvis Racing has been to Bay City before, but not Clyde. Let's see if that makes any difference. And Clyde must have driven with the parking brake on as he turns in a time of 12.379. Driving in the M&M's number 36 car, weighing in at 47 grams from Rivera Racing, this is Jessica. Jessica with a good pace early is making great time, and she will cross the line with a real nice 9.743. Good enough for 12th, but there are a lot of good drivers remaining. Yet another Flippy-ack up next. This one driving the TIC Financial number 81 car for Flips Racing. It's Flip. Flip is no surprise, comes out quick, hitting his spots. And Flip will post a sub 10-second time of 9.743, and that'll put him in the 12th spot, which could be considered on the bubble here pretty quick. Returning once again to Bay City. If you've heard of him, you've lost to him. Driving the number 5 Kellogg's car for G4 Diecast Racing, it's Daddy G. Daddy G's struggling a bit here, but remember, we take the fastest time, which in this case will be a disappointing but not horrible 11.168. But racing is more than just speed.
Audio Jungle.
Newcomer to Bay City, driving in the number 93 Yamaco car for J. Adair Racing. Please welcome Josh Adair. Adair off to a good start here. And he'll cross the line with a time of 11.639, well outside of the top 16. From Commotion Diecast, driving in the number 31 Lowe's.com car, weighing in at 45 grams, it's Cole, don't call me Dick Trickle. Down across the cliffside and down to the backstretch, and Cole Trickle posts another sub 10-second time of 9.442 and into the top 5. Next up, rookie driver in the 07 Jack Daniels car. Driving for Seals Racing Concepts, it's Brandon Seals. Seals possibly getting high on his own supply here, rattles around, and he'll eventually cross the line with a time of 11.212, which puts him on the dreaded page 2.
Hey y'all, it's RB again with a great car deal, and this one here, she's priced to move if you can get her to move. Well, you just come on down to Route 136 in Rust Belt and we'll get it all figured out.
Welcome back. And we're in for a treat here, folks. In the Parts America 17 car, driving for Bay City Diecast Racing, it's me, Bay City Daryl Waltrip. So I didn't swap the wheels, and in hindsight I should have, but these still look cool. And honestly, if I came out here and ran a 9.2, y'all would wonder who actually built my car. But this 10.538 tells you that was all me. Always a show stealer, making his return to Bay City in the number 13 Dark Arts sponsored car. Driving for Dubious Dark Diecast, it's Mr. Dark. And I tried to make this car fast, I really did. It needed more help in qualifying runs than possible. But its time here of 12.267 will plop Dark into the 33 spot, for now. Next up in the Motorhead sponsored number 3, weighing in at 41 grams and driving for Mad Mike's Custom Garage, it's Mr. Mike Nelson. Let's try that again from the outside lane. Yup, Nelson is wondering who turned off the gravity machine as something is wrong and he'll take the dreaded DNQ. Really pretty car though. A man who needs no introduction, driving in the usual RTR Racing number 5, weighing in at 48 grams, it's Mike Mays. Mays was another that struggled to post a time after many tries. The car is fast, but the balance must be off somewhere because it sure liked rolling over at various locations throughout the track. But Mays will cross the line with a decent time of 10.359, which will put him at 17th. In the 66 car, sponsored by Vagisil, weighing in at 43 grams and driving for Jensen Motors, it's Little Richard. Little Richard had a rough go in practice. Let's see if the garage was able to make any adjustments. If they did, I'd hate to see how it ran before, as we'll give him another shot from the outside lane. And more of the same, as Little Richard will post a disappointing DNQ. It's my pleasure to welcome this beauty, a huge name in diecast drag racing, driving the number 27 Kleenex car from Blue Line Racing, it's Johnny Blue. Johnny typically a drag racer, so we'll see how he fares on this not-so-straight road course. Well, fast as Johnny Blue in his Bay City debut grabs a time of 9.636, which should be enough to keep him in the top 16. From Commotion Diecast in the 28 Havoline car, weighing 49 grams, it's Rusty Wheeler. Rusty also making his Bay City debut, looking for a solid run here. And old Rusty Wheeler will cross the line with a respectable time of 10.113. Love this casting. Driving the 33 car, self-sponsored by Madness Motorsports, weighing in at 44 grams, it's Big Mac. Time running out on some of these drivers, and it's looking like anything over 10 seconds may not cut it. And Big Mac will finish with a time of 9.827, which still isn't enough to crack the top 16. Wow. Next up, driving the Gold Prime Star number 36 for Big Al's Custom Diecast, it's Big Al.
I love gold.
Big Al needs a great run here, as a high 9 may not even cut it. And Big Al just doesn't have it today, as he crosses the line with a time of 11.212. And finally, our last qualifier from Commotion Diecast in the number 13 NASCAR Cafe sponsored vehicle, it's Biff Kirby. Big Mac on the bubble here. And oh wow, this does not look good for Big Mac whatsoever, as Biff Kirby is not messing around and just obliterates this track to a tune of 8.787. And there it is, folks, your top 16 qualifying cars for the Racing Champions Cup Series. These 16 cars will start leg 1 here at Bay City Speedway, while the non-qualifiers will be shipped off to South Dakota and M&M Racing. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please be sure to subscribe to all the following channels if you haven't already, so you don't miss any of the action of the Racing Champions Cup Series. Links are in the description. This has been a presentation of Bay City Diecast Racing. My name is Daryl, and I've been your host. See you again soon for leg 1 of the Racing Champions Cup Series. Goodbye, everybody.